The flip actually happened on Monday. They played something called, and I just learned this, the Wheel of Format. They did that all weekend where they just played different genres of music, and it was like, which one is it going to be? Is it going to be polka? Is it going to be classical? Is it going to be? So it was kind of like a teaser.
Where'd they do this at?
They just ran it on the station.
Okay.
Because as it was flipping from the point, they rolled those different formats out, and so I was already listening because I like all music. So so as stuff was popping on, I'm like, man, I remember this. Man, I remember that. But they let that roll around, and then Monday at 9:00 we popped on, man, and fortunately they said, man, we want you to be the first voice that's heard on this new station. And I was like, that's dope. Let's go. Let's go.
So what directed it to the genre that you're playing on here? You said you go from the 2020 down to 1990.
1990, yeah.
And I feel like that's a necessity.
Yes.
Right? Because the way the industry is, especially radio, we ain't going to drop no names or whatever, but I feel like they play the same 8 songs over and over and over and over all day, right? And there's really nothing for our crowd, like the 40 and ups.
Yeah.
30s and ups. So was that kind of the?
Yeah, I think that's how they did it. They were, of course, when they had it as the point was still here. Once they got rid of the Vibe and they got rid of ESPN, there had been talks, of hey, we need that urban station back. So everybody, had a lot of people around here that was advocating for it to come back. Said that we needed that, and we did. It was something that was definitely missing in the community because, as you know, especially if you live in the area, Bowling Green has never had its own station for the black community. Right. It was always country, rock, and adult contemporary, and we also got the Christian radio station around, and so that's all it's ever been, and all we've ever been fed was 101, whether it was the Beat or whether it was I forgot the name of what it was called back in the day, but it's been called 2 or 3 different names, but that was all that we had ever had. And finally when they decided to say, hey, you know what, we do need this in this city. We do need this now. Now I've been around again back when Commonwealth had all the stations. And so I just ended up transferring over here. Didn't know that I was going to be able to transfer over here. But Dale, who was running Commonwealth over there when it was on McIntosh, he brought me in over here, said, hey, man, just, do what you do what you've been doing. And with this corporate deal, man, there's no telling where it can land you. And I've been with them for 2 years now, or here at 7 Mountains 2 years now. And it's just, when they said, hey, we got this coming, here you go. I said, man,
definitely was needed. Because like you said, you got 101.1, but they're gonna play whatever's, like the top charts or whatever.
And sometimes they'll run that one over and over.
And although we're eventually kind of part of the Nashville community, but we're not. Like, we have our own community here in Bowling Green. So we absolutely needed that to happen.
The way that I explain it to people is like Louisville, yes, they have their thing. They're the top of the bun.
Yeah.
Nashville is the bottom bun. Here in Bowling Green, we're the meat, baby. We're the meat. And this area right here, Logan County, Barron County, Simpson County, Warren County, we're the meat. So we need something right here for us. Everybody travels I-65.
For sure.
So, I mean, now you got something to flip over to while you're on the way through.
Everything's growing so much. We were just talking about, they're calling Nashville the Hollywood of the South now.
Oh, really? I didn't even know it.
Yeah, everybody's moving there. Nashville has been crazy in the past 10 years. And it just keeps growing out. You know what I'm saying? And if Bowling Green keeps growing out at its own pace, I mean, so they're going to intertwine eventually.
Yes, definitely.
It's getting full out there. So, a little bit more about this station, direction that you're taking with it. Do you pick the songs out yourself?
Most of the songs are already loaded up and generated, but I'm able to slide songs in. Got some stuff in the works because it is so new, because this show for me is so new. I had done weekend shows, but I've never done every single day. So things are different for me, but I got different things coming, like being able to do not just shout outs, but requests.
Right.
Do requests for songs,
Yeah.
and if we got them, I want to be able to lead up to being able to slide those in and have a segment to an hour slot of, hey man, what you got, what you want, and we throw them in there. So I mean, I do have the ability to slide songs in there. A lot of the songs are generated. I was fortunate enough to be a part of picking a lot of the songs out when they came out with the sheets of songs. So I mean, I did have a small hand in picking some out.
What was that process like?
Oh man, long, because the sheet of music is like that, and I mean, of course, that's a lot of paper. So just going through and just finding songs and seeing what had already been picked out,
Right.
and going through and seeing, okay, so do we need this one? Do we need that one? Is this one like a? And you might have heard it already. One of them that we're going to switch around on is Bobby Brown's "Humping Around," is a club dance mix that somebody had put in, and we're like, no, we don't need the club dance mix. We need the original.
The original, yeah.
You know, ain't nobody humping around. So there's a few songs in there like it, and there's some pop songs as far as like Bruno Mars. You know, I'm like, let's keep some of Bruno Mars and stuff. Not all of it, but let's keep some of Bruno Mars and stuff because, I mean, shoot, we all jammed to Bruno Mars. And one thing I love about him is that he pays homage to 90s R&B and 80s R&B. And,
so tell me more about the shout-out segment.
Oh, the shout-out segment, it's for birthdays. Every day I do birthdays. I'll do, you just, hey, what's up, Bowling Green? Or, hey, have a great day, everybody. Just any type of shout-out to help motivate people, man.
And it gets your people engaged, man.
Yes, that's what I want because my segment is the only one that's local. So I want people to be able to hear themselves or hear something that they sent me and he's reading back what I said. You know, and I really enjoy that because a lot of people around there have a lot to say. Yeah. So I feel like that it's important to be able to do that. I even do a business, since it's the only one, I'll be doing a business shout out Wednesdays where I'll shout out a business, tell about the business a little bit. I'm hoping to be able to bring them in and do interviews so that people can, you know what I'm saying, know what's going on. Some businesses out there, people have no idea are out there.
Absolutely.
And I feel like this is a way during the midday, hey, look, man, we're going to put you on this Wednesday and spot you out.
So how many segments do you have right now?
A lot. Because I'm still kind of putting them all together and trying to figure them all out. I do have the shout outs. I have a behind the jam where I'll talk about a song I did Ludacris today.
We heard him on the way over here. And I told him, I was like, man, that just reminded me. I was like, man, at one time in his prime, man, he had the punchlines.
Man, man, Luda knock you out. But I mean, I love listening to Luda, but I do that. I try to do a different person, R&B, then I do a hip hop. Just try to get something different in there,
right.
And just go behind the jam because you never know how that song might have came out. Or like I did Whitney Houston yesterday. I Will Always Love You. It might have been yesterday or the day before, but I Will Always Love You. And how that song, a lot of people don't know that Dolly Parton came out with that in 1973. Yeah. And it was a good song then. Dolly Parton said herself, Whitney, you have made this song your own.
Yeah.
And it's a blast, man. I mean, what else do I have going on?
Any local artists? Like
that's another one that
I was about to get to.
That's another one that I'm working on.
You could help cultivate that culture here.
Yes.
Because that's something that we've never really had a solid foundation here, you know.
Correct.
You got Nappy.
And there's other artists out here. I know several artists that I want to be able to, which again, that's something that we're working on, something that I want to put together. I got to put it together, then take it to the top.
Like to see you get with my partner. I'll give him a shout out, Carl Maxey.
Oh, that's my boy right there. That's my dude. That man never sleeps. Maxey never sleeps, man.
I tell him all the time. I give him props all the time. I blow him up. It's like, man, he's got the longest running studio, I believe, that I can remember here in Bowling Green. You know what I'm saying? And he did it several different places, and you know, he just keeps getting bigger, more consistent. So yeah, shout out to Maxey.
Man, most deaf.
I know you obviously you've heard of them, but like the drop it or pass or trash type thing.
Yeah.
segment.
Ice it or slice it.
Yeah, I have.
Something like that with like people submitting their, I don't know. I'd like to hear
Yeah,
stuff.
but
Like
you
that.
can get into some rabbit holes when we talk about local music. But,
Oh yeah.
But if, for serious artists and something that's actually legit.
Yes.
I think it would be good.
That's something that's something that I really want to do. I want to bring artists that are serious artists that have been doing it for a while. Your stuff is good, because I don't want anybody just sending anything. But like I've had happen before, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to play that.
It can get prickly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When it comes to local music.
Exactly.
So,
But we're live on the air now, so when I bring it, I want to be able to, hey, look, this album's jumping. E.O. Scott, he's got one coming out. Bree Barnes is a good one. GB Too Good, he's another good one. Chris Perkins, K-Ness, he's a good one. There's so many people out here that have some really, really good music, and they put it out. That's one thing I don't like. I like Spotify, I like iTunes, but one thing I don't like is that everybody can just throw stuff out there and it gets just mixed up and everything, and they don't get heard like they should be heard.
How hard is it? I'm sure it's kind of a sensitive subject when you go to the upper levels and try to, like, what would be your pitch for that?
Oh man, so it's just something that we need. Period. Point blank. Period. Just like having a local show on middays, I feel like that it is definitely a necessity to be able to bring out music from around here and artists from around here who are really, really trying to do something. We can help push them out there. I mean, because at the end of the day, every artist that had ever gotten started somewhere has always said thank you to that radio station that gave them a chance. That comedian that started out in some hole in the wall comedy club always says thank you for getting me started, because no one else gave me a chance. My hair that I don't have is standing up on my head right now, because that's what I love to do, is be able to push people forward, man, and lift people up and just give people a chance, man. Somebody gave me a chance. They're giving me a chance right now on here. So to give somebody else an opportunity to showcase what they can do, and they are definitely in it, and they are definitely trying to create greatness, I want to do everything I can to help, man. That's why I was so glad when they said I could do this, man. I feel like I have a chance. I have a platform to be able to help others.
We want to help you succeed, because I feel, and just from talking to you now in person, I feel like that you have one of the rare qualities of you're very passionate about music, but you also want to help other people in the community as a whole, and the culture. And that's a rare find.
Man, I want to leave positive vibes everywhere I go, man. Everybody in life, I mean, me, myself included, for sure, we've all been through some stuff, man. We just all been through some stuff. And if somebody can just bring a little bit of positivity into it, man, and just help, just give somebody a small spark, a little seed just to plant, and hopefully it grows and nobody mows it over. Right. But that's all I really want to do, man, is just push positivity, man, as much as possible.
I can't wait to see where it goes.
There's 3 stations, 98.1, 98.3, and 102.7. Jamz is on all 3 of those. The sports stuff will come on 102.7, so it's local high school sports. Basketball, football's about to start. We did some baseball and softball last year. Gonna see if we can bring those back, and maybe some other sports, which is what I would like to do, because wrestling is out there now in the county. So I'd like to get a hold of that. But you can catch all of that on all the local sports on 102.7 when they come on. Of course, you'll still be jamming to the same stuff on 90, like you do on 98.3, but it'll just switch on over to whatever sporting event that is going on. You can also catch them on 7 Mountain Sports Media Network. 7 Mountain Sports Media Network on YouTube, where we'll be streaming basketball games, football games, all the games. I'm doing color commentary. We're working on a play-by-play, but I'll be doing color commentary for this, so you'll still get me no matter what. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere, but yeah, those 3 channels right there, you can definitely pick it up. I know 98.1, they pick it up well in Glasgow for sure. So that's where we are, 98.1, 98.3, and 102.7 for all the sports, local sports, when we get that all together. Y'all keep listening, keep tuning in. It's going to get better and better, and I want to have you involved in it because this is not my station. It's your station. It's Bowling Green. It's Russellville. It's Franklin. It's Glasgow. It's everywhere in the whole area. Wherever you pick it up at, pick it up. Don't put it down.
I need to ask you, what got you started into this?
Into radio?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's a long story. I'll try to shorten it for you. My mom worked at D98 back in the day. It's D93 is still in the same spot, but she worked for D98 back in the day. And I used to be able to go in there, look at all the records, look at all the stuff in the 80s, you know. So it was really neat to me. She brought me a copy of the Man in the Mirror lyrics. So I was like, man, that's dope. You know, nobody else can get this but me. I took it to school. I was in 4th grade. I took it to school and everybody's like, wow. And so that kind of was like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. And then, man, it just got to a point one day here back in 18. I was like, you know what, man, I'm going to see if I can get on the radio. So I went over to when Commonwealth was on McIntosh. I went over there and I talked to the lady. I was like, hey, you know, can I kind of follow somebody, you know, see how things work or whatnot? And she was like, well, the person that does that is not here. So just come back. So as I was walking out the door, Brian Webb comes up and he says, hey, buddy, what you need? I said, told him what I wanted, and he was like, well, I got a show getting ready to start, so come on in, and you can listen to it. He said, put on the headphones. I put on the headphones. He said, because you're going to want to hear it. I said, okay, cool. So he said, welcome to Sports Web, Brian Bush Webb, blah, 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 blah. I got a special guest in here. So I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I was not expecting to talk. I was not expecting to talk.
How old were you at this time?
That was in 18. I'm 48 now. What am I? Oh, 40. I was 40 years old.
Don't make yourself old.
But he brought me in right then and did that show with him for the first time. Then I ended up on his show as a regular almost. And then my boy Ben McCarty, he showed me. He said, man, welcome in the house. Let me show you how all this works. And so then I started board operating. And then I was doing Lady Toppers, volleyball and basketball and baseball and so many different things I was being able to produce and work the boards for. And I learned a lot about volleyball and because I didn't know too much. But I was like, dang, Western, we're great. We've been top 25 for the past 12, 15 years now. So after doing that, he was like, he went and he said, like, man, hey, give him a shot, man. He's doing all the stuff, man. He's got a nice voice. Get him over. We got the vibe going now. When it flipped over from whatever it was doing or whatnot, it was like, man, just throw him on there and let's see what happens. So I ended up on there on Saturdays for a year and a half before the takeover.
Wow.
And that just got me rolling from there.
So what's the response been like so far? I know you guys are pretty fresh.
God, the response has been overwhelmingly accepting. Like, some of the stuff I've seen on Facebook has been like, wow, because I'm seeing here and there, and they're resharing where I've done the interview with WNKY, and they've reshared the fact that it's here, and me talking about it, and it's like, this.
Are you bringing radio back?
Yeah, man, that's what it feels like.
Like everything from the 90s is coming back.
It
man,
is.
So.
It definitely is. Even the pants. I've noticed that people are wearing loose jeans again. I'm like, okay, where I'm at. This is where I'm at. The skinny jeans. Give me the loose ones. Give me the boot cut. But yeah, I feel like that it is bringing radio back. Because even doing my other show and everything, it's online, and I mean, yeah, it's a little easier, but people like jumping in the car, man, and having it tuned in, preset, and ready to go and get their day started. So I'm like, man, I can take that too. I love it.
Well, I feel like there's a pushback on, you know, a lot of the digital, especially with the AI and everything. People want more authentic, real content.
That's what's happening.
I was just telling him on the way here, like, I found myself listening to radio more recently. It's got this like almost nostalgic feel to it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. So. And to be able to just listen, you don't have to necessarily listen to what you want to out there. Because I know for me, I love all kinds of music. Mm-hmm. Music brings people together. I love music. Sometimes I get in the mood where I don't want to hear anything, so I throw my jazz on. Mm-hmm. My kids would be like, well, why are you I don't want to hear any words. I don't want any words. I just want to feel the music.
Jazz is different.
Oh,
boy.
my God. Oh, my God. So for listening to that and then just being and getting in the car and not having to hear your own.
But it's like going to
playlist.
Netflix. You get stuck trying to figure out what to watch.
Yeah.
So it's like somebody just please pick it for me.
Man, please, right now, just pick it for me,
Yeah.
and we can roll. And then also just being able to know that when people get in the car and they hear and stuff that they're like, dang, that ain't even in my playlist. I didn't even think about that.
Well, they remember songs that they probably forgot all about, you know?
Totally. One of the songs that I seen on the sheet when we were going through the songs, one of the ones, and I listened to it, Pop Goes the Weasel by Third Base.
Oh, God. Oh my goodness.
1990. That is a true throwback that
Did
people
they have a
have
horn
forgot
sample
about.
in it or something?
I can't remember.
Dun, 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 something
It's
like that.
going, yeah,
Yeah,
something in that
yeah,
direction.
yeah.
But it's, the song, they use that
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there. As Pop Goes the Weasel, goes the Weasel, goes Pop. Yeah, man, hey, man, that's just one of the ones I was like, man, I couldn't even find that Third Base song when I was looking for it for myself because I just wanted it in my library. You know, even De La Soul's, you know, Me, Myself, and I. A lot of people haven't heard that in, God, 30 years or more, man. I feel old now.
Yeah. But we're still, I mean, there's still people that want to hear it, you know.
Yes.
That's what, you know, me and him was talking about last week. We was like, you know, why is there an age limit on rap music, it seems like, for artists?
I can tell you why. I have a theory.
Yeah, tell
It's
me.
because it's not old enough yet for there not to have been that before.
Yes.
So, you know,
I
hip
agree.
hop's, you know, what, I guess at this point 40 or 50 years old, or I mean, depending on
Yeah.
how far you want to go back to the roots of it, which is a whole nother rabbit hole.
Whole nother rabbit hole.
But, you know, from
If
the
we're
Run
just talking,
DMCs
yeah.
and, you know, stuff like that, then they're just now at an older age. So we've never really seen a whole generation of
Yeah.
hip hop come and go.
Well, they said it was going to die a long time ago, and it just kept rising
Yeah.
up.
There hasn't been this many good, I feel like, rappers over 40 years old, and it's like we're at a time right now where
They ain't got
there's
nothing
so
else to do. That's the only
many-
thing they've ever done. So
Man, bring out some new stuff. Big Daddy Kane's coming out with his final album
That's
in
wild.
September. He
That's
hadn't done an
wild.
album in 30 years.
Yeah.
And he's doing a final album, Curtain Call, coming out in September. And I'm going to definitely listen to that one. LL Cool J, Q-Tip, and several others was like, man, come on, go on. Kane, you got something to say.
Yeah, I want to hear what you got to say.
Because, you know, he's a pure lyricist right there. Big Daddy
Yeah.
Kane's one of the
And,
ones.
You know, how long he's kind of been silent and quiet. Ain't no telling what he's about
Man,
to say.
man, I'm so ready. Just like Busta Rhymes here a couple years ago, he came out with another
Yeah.
album, and that joker was fire. Just didn't get the type of
Nah, I didn't.
push that it should have because we're
if we're gonna listen to them, I feel like I'm speaking in general. But if I'm gonna listen to Busta Rhymes, I want to listen to the classic Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can dig it.
He
I
was
can
on
dig
that.
it.
He was on the station on the way over too.
Busta.
Yeah, that baby.
Yeah, yeah. What more do you want?
Yeah.
You know I got it, baby. If you give it